This easily has to be the worst Smackdown I have seen in 2020. It's so funny, that's what makes it bad. That's what makes it bad. It's hilarious, but it's bad. So the show starts off with Roman Reigns and the Usos. King Corbin comes out, and they talk about their big up-and-coming 6-man tag match. And they brag, and Corbin brags about how he spilled dog food all over Roman Reigns, and because of the dog food, because of the mentioning of dog food, Roman Reigns makes a proposal to the king. And that is that whoever loses this match must eat dog food. And also, they were calling this Smackdown Super Smackdown. I didn't really find anything so super about this episode, honestly. What's so super is that we're about to see King Corbin eat food. Not just any food, dog food. So the first matchup was a fatal 4-way to crown the number 1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at the Super Showdown. Miz and Morrison get the victory. They defeat Heavy Machinery, the Revival, and the Lucha House Party. Yeah, the Lucha House Party were in this. And we had Mandy Rose backstage with Otis. Otis asks her out on a date. She does agree, but on Valentine's Day. Because next week she's busy. Then we get Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville for like, what, the 100th time by now? Like, literally, I feel like ever since Alexa Bliss has moved to SmackDown, I feel like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are literally the only people she's wrestled against. This shows you SmackDown has way too many baby faces right now. They've got Bliss, they've got Carmella, they've got Dana Brooke, they've got Lacey Evans. They've also got Nikki Cross. So they don't have a lot of heels. Mandy and Sonya, Bayley and Sasha are literally the only heels. They never use Tamina. They're not even bothering with Tamina. So I don't get that. But either way, Bliss and Cross win. Alexa Bliss wins with the Twisted Bliss. Go figure. Mandy Rose loses. Mandy Rose is in the best storyline here in like SmackDown. This storyline with Mandy Rose and Otis is like one of the best things that has happened on SmackDown. This is far superior than the shit we get with Lana. And I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they want to see Sonya Deville become a babyface. I don't think so. Mandy Rose needs to turn babyface, and she needs to be with Otis. I've also been hearing a lot of people saying that this whole feud is going to, end with Mandy Rose telling Otis that she loves Sonya Deville and not him. Now, I'll tell you why there's a problem with that. The reason why I have a problem with that is because that will ruin this storyline. Having Mandy Rose flat out lie and saying that she loved Sonya Deville this whole time is only going to make people lose interest in this storyline. Fans love Otis. Fans love Heavy Machinery. Mandy Rose is somewhat getting of a reaction whenever she's backstage. Fans want to see Mandy with Otis. So I don't know why this storyline will go absolutely trash if they completely ruin it by having Mandy Rose say, "Oh, Otis, I loved Sonya Deville. I never loved you." I mean, that will just completely kill this storyline. That is what will ruin this storyline if they have Mandy Rose say she loves Sonya Deville. So please, I don't want to hear it. That will completely kill this storyline. It will completely ruin everything. Because this storyline has literally been the best thing on SmackDown. this Otis and Mandy stuff, this has been the best stuff on SmackDown, and I don't want WWE to ruin it. I don't want WWE to ruin such a great storyline that they've got prepared. It's easy, simple. It's the most simplest and the most easiest thing ever. You turn Mandy Rose babyface by having her accept her love for Otis. You have Sonya Deville, who was hoping for Mandy Rose to love her more than Otis. You have Sonya Deville angry that Mandy picked Otis over her. It's so simple. You don't need to have Mandy pick Sonya over Otis. Mandy needs to pick Otis over Sonya. I feel like that's what this is all going to lead to, honestly. I feel like Mandy needs to become a babyface. I'm telling you, Sonya Deville will absolutely suck as a babyface. I've been hearing a lot of people saying they want Sonya Deville to turn face. She sucks. Honestly, Sonya Deville will suck as a babyface. Sonya isn't really all that impressive in the ring. I prefer Mandy over Sonya. But honestly, that's just my personal opinion about it. I feel like WWE needs to capitalize on this storyline while it's hot. The fans are loving it. The fans are into it. So you've got to do the right thing, and you've got to have Mandy Rose be with Otis. That is the right thing to do. Put her with the heavy machinery. Have Otis realize his dream and having his favorite girl, Mandy Rose, accept him. So that's how that needs to happen. So then we get Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. I literally did not care about this match. Braun Strowman wins. He's the new Intercontinental Champion. I mean, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. It was rumored months ago that Sheamus or Cesaro were rumored to take the Intercontinental Championship from Shinsuke Nakamura. I would have much rather one of them taking the Intercontinental title from Shinsuke rather than bloody Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, I mean, give me a goddamn break. This guy, Braun Strowman, he lost to a boxer. He lost to Tyson Fury. This guy lost to Tyson Fury, a boxer. This freaking guy loses to a boxer. And you mean to tell me that we're supposed to take this guy seriously? As the Intercontinental Champion, you expect us to take Braun Strowman seriously? Come on, give me a goddamn break. He can't even beat a goddamn boxer. What's next? Are we going to get bloody Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman again? This time for the Intercontinental Championship? Please, give me a goddamn break with this garbage. Shinsuke Nakamura should not be dropping the Intercontinental title to someone like Braun Strowman. He should be dropping it to someone like Mustafa Ali. Someone like Sheamus. Someone like Chad Gable. He should be dropping the title to someone who actually deserves it. Braun doesn't deserve it. Braun lost to a goddamn boxer. People wanted Sami Zayn to turn on Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn win the Intercontinental Championship. I would have much rather that. I would have been okay with that. You could have literally done anything, but you went with Braun Strowman. Who's going to beat Braun Strowman? Lars Sullivan? You can have Lars Sullivan come back and he's going to challenge Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship? Yeah, sure, I can't wait for that. Give me a goddamn break with this garbage, man. Braun Strowman doesn't deserve to be the Intercontinental Champion. I'm sorry, I don't normally say stuff like this, but he doesn't deserve it. Especially the fact that he lost to a goddamn boxer. I didn't know losing to Tyson Fury gives you superpowers to become Intercontinental Champion. Give me a goddamn break. Stupid. We had Sheamus versus Chad Gable. Yeah, like we really needed to see this again. Like we really needed to see this match again. They had a good match at the Royal Rumble. We didn't need to see a rematch. Sheamus beats Chad Gable with the bro kick. And hopefully that's the end of that. Possibly one of the best things about SmackDown was Naomi making her return to SmackDown. Naomi is back on her brand. She is back home. Smackdown is her brand. I don't give a crap. This brand is her brand. Smackdown is the show for her. Bayley came out. She bragged about beating Lacey Evans, talked about her daughter. And then Naomi came out because Bayley said, I've beaten everybody on the roster. Yeah, no you haven't. No you haven't, Bayley. You didn't beat Alexa. You didn't beat Carmella. You didn't beat Mandy Rose. You didn't beat Sonya Deville. You didn't beat Tamina. So no, there are actually a handful of women you didn't beat. But whatever. We're supposed to take her word for it. But Naomi comes out, says that you've never beaten me, and seems like we're going to be getting a feud with Naomi and Bayley. To be honest, I'm interested in this. This is really good. Naomi is the perfect babyface for Bayley. Perfect. Naomi is the perfect babyface for Bayley to go up against. Naomi is loved by many people. Naomi is so talented. She's so good. I would be fine with Naomi winning the championship, honestly. I would be perfectly fine with Naomi becoming a 3-time women's champion. I'd be perfectly fine with Naomi winning the championship at the Elimination Chamber, and then you have Sasha Banks versus Naomi at WrestleMania. I'd be fine with that. And if you want to include Bayley, you can include Bayley. Make it a triple threat. Naomi, Bayley, Banks. And then you have Banks defeat, and you have Banks win that match at Mania. Tell me you would not want to see that. Naomi is champion heading into WrestleMania. And then Banks gets her big moment by winning. Naomi can drop it at Mania. Naomi can have a little title run, and I'll be satisfied. I say Naomi really does deserve another title run. But maybe not yet. But I know for a fact she won't. She's just another person for Bayley to get past before Mania. But I'm perfectly fine with this. I think Naomi is the perfect person for Bayley to go up against. And for the first time ever, I actually switched off my television after this because I didn't want to watch this piece of shit main event involving King Corbin and eating dog food. I only went back to watch it on YouTube because I was just curious to see how it all ended. Roman Reigns got a roll-up on King Corbin. And they shower him in dog food. They do the exact same... Roman and the Usos do the exact same thing to Corbin, what Corbin did to Roman. Trapping him on the top rope, on the top turnbuckle with the handcuffs while he's hanging up, and they pour all this dog food on top of him. This was a garbage show. The best thing is the women. As much as I am very bored of seeing Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross fight Mandy and Sonya 500 times, I'd say the women are always the best things about the shows. Bliss and Cross and Mandy and Sonya and Naomi and Bayley. They were the best things that I liked about this show because I'm a women's wrestling fan. I love women's wrestling. So, of course, I'm going to say the women delivered on this night. So, you know, I really don't care about everything else, honestly. But, yeah, this was a very terrible Raw. Terrible SmackDown. This is something you'd see on Raw. Jeez, what... I want to ask you guys a question. And then this is a serious question. Before I close off this video, what storyline is worse to you? Which storyline is worse? Is Lana's feud, Lana's storyline the worst? Or is this Roman Reigns stuff with King Corbin the worst? You guys let me know down below which rivalry is the worst to you. Is it Lana's or is it Roman Reigns? I will let you guys know down below. You guys let me know down below your answer down in the comment section. So that is all I've got for you guys for this SmackDown review. Terrible show. The women delivered. The women are always the saving grace when it comes to wrestling whenever there's a terrible show in WWE. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See you guys later.